Well, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. For those of you joining us from outside the St. Andrews community, my name is Tom Shepard. I'm the head of school here at St. Andrews. And for all of you, current families, prospective families, and anybody else, we're really glad you could join us. I'm joined tonight by three of our most innovative, amazing teachers who are the catalysts behind Virtual Saints and all of the programs that we are putting together. An outgrowth of our school-wide educational movement, I Too Inspire and Innovate. We have a lot to present to you tonight, and of course, want to answer your questions as you and we consider the future of education. So first and foremost, if you have any questions tonight, please use the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. Those questions will appear for us. Don't feel that you have to wait until the end of the webinar to post a question. Post at any time, and we will absolutely get to it because we want to make sure you leave tonight with all the information you might need to consider your educational future. So with that in mind, I'm going to do what I should do best, and that is simply get out of the way and turn it over to our Virtual Saints leadership team, which of course is made up of Linda Rodriguez, our Virtual Saints Innovation Catalyst, Julie Rust, our Virtual Saints Innovation Coach, and our instructional leader for Virtual Saints, Emily Philpott. And with that, ladies, I'll turn it over to you and get out of the way.
Thanks, Tom. So, Julie, are you going to share your screen? Perfect. Well, for those of you who haven't met me yet, I'm Linda Rodriguez, and as Tom said, I'm the Virtual Saints Innovation Catalyst. My job is to manage all the moving parts of this new program, helping facilitate the creation of courses and curriculum and coordinating the enrollment process. And as Tom said, I'm joined by Julie Rust, who is our Virtual Saints Innovation Coach, and Emily Philpott, our Virtual Saints Instructional Leader. So the past few months have been disruptive for students across the country. St. Andrews has led the charge into virtual learning with concentrated teacher training and educational innovation. In all of our endeavors, we are guided by our vision statement. As we monitor the situation moving forward, it is clear that students whose summer plans have been canceled may be looking for ways to engage with others, stimulate their curiosity, and move ahead academically. Virtual Saints courses will meet those needs and will also help students explore high-interest coursework. The 14 courses that we are offering through the Virtual Saints program are taught by veteran faculty skilled in their fields. Students can choose courses that fit with their academic path, knowing that their virtual class experience will be of St. Andrews quality. Virtual Saints courses are different from traditional online classes. Our program blends engaging real-time classes with the flexibility of on-your-own learning opportunities. Additionally, Virtual Saints provides online learner resources to help students along the way. Virtual Saints teachers build into their weekly syllabi opportunities for one-on-one meetings to check in with students and give individual guidance. As a Virtual Saint, students can access the most current research through our online databases. And finally, the Virtual Saints Learning Platform breaks the boundaries of the traditional classroom, allowing students to access their courses from anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection.
Thanks, Linda.
Yeah. Julie, do you want to wait just a second? We've got a question in the Q&A.
Absolutely.
So the question is, our son is signed up for a one-week summer camp in mid-July. Would he be able to make up the week that he is away at camp, assuming it would still happen, and he would be unable to attend Virtual Saints? Emily, would you like to take that one?
Sure.
We are absolutely flexible in many ways with regard to summer schedules. And I would say for that question, the best bet is probably to reach out to us and we can put you in contact with that specific instructor. One of the things that might be challenging is if a child might have to miss the entire week's worth of content because it is condensed, a full year's condensed into 6 weeks. However, there is flexibility to be able to at times miss certain synchronous classes and to make up that work on your own. So please reach out to us and we can check with that specific teacher for the course that you're interested in.
Great. Hey, everybody. My name is Julie Rust. And although I have a specific title related to coaching faculty here in Virtual Saints, I'm also a mom of 3 virtual saints and of 3 actual saints. They're not virtual. And I'm thrilled that St. Andrews is expanding and growing to create this diversity of formats of offerings that are open to the larger community. I want to speak a moment about some of the value-added elements that Linda just introduced, because I think they are what makes Virtual Saints distinctive from other online education experiences. In the past few months, we at St. Andrews, like everyone else, have been thrust into virtual teaching and learning. And because our faculty are such high-level professionals, they rose to the challenge. But we aren't just making this up as we go. There's a wealth of research into teaching and learning online that we're drawing upon as we design these Virtual Saints courses. And as the Virtual Saints team, we're working alongside faculty to ensure that these best practices stay at the forefront of each pedagogical decision. So the research tells us that teaching virtually is different from teaching face-to-face. While there are many limitations to being separated in geographical space through online teaching, these are limitations we're all aware of after being inundated with it the past few months, there are also surprising affordances to tech-mediated education. Just-in-time feedback is central in teaching and learning, and faculty have the opportunity to provide more individualized feedback through targeted virtual assessments using a range of tools, from discussion boards to audio comments to Google Forms. Students can show what they know in a variety of ways, weaving together speech, images, written words, real-time, and at their own pace. They can network and be connected with mentors and experts in their fields across geographical space and time. And all the while, they're learning valuable new media skills. How do I mute myself on that Google Hangout? How do I collaborate on that Google slideshow? And these things will enable them to thrive in the 21st century workforce. Clearly, I could go on, but today I just want to share 3 key research-based elements for student-centered teaching and learning online that are really guiding our work with faculty on Virtual Saints courses. First, students need plenty of opportunities for real-time connections. These class meetings can take place in traditional whole class Google Hangout formats like in the picture here. But they can also be designed to be of appropriate length of time with purposes centered around interaction and community building, not merely content dispersal. Your virtual saint will also have the opportunity to engage with small groups of peers in real time, as well as one-on-one consultations with faculty during office hours. Second, students benefit from a myriad of diverse, at your own pace kinds of activities and experiences. We as adults in the world gather knowledge about the world from a host of different platforms and resources. The radio show we listen to on the way to work, the occasional YouTube tutorial, the podcast we love, the news websites we visit, the friend we have coffee with. The same should be true in an online class. Virtual Saints will have the opportunity to glean content through videos that faculty record and curate so that they can go back and rewind and revisit as they need. They may be asked to interact with a movie or slideshow. We know that giving students the time they need to accomplish these tasks is powerful for their own executive functioning skills, as well as inclusive for various learning speeds. And then finally, virtual learning should incorporate a wide variety of ways for students to show what they know. So faculty in Virtual Saints will assess their skills and knowledge bases before, during, and after the learning process through text, discussion boards, real-time chats, video, audio responses, virtual whiteboards, quick Google form checks, and other various papers and projects. So we know our stuff about teaching and learning online, but probably what a lot of you are wondering is what will an actual day or week of Virtual Saints look like for a student enrolled? And my wonderful colleague Emily is going to take that. I also have seen some flashes on my screen that indicate we may have some questions, so I can't open those without showing them on the whole screen. I'll let my colleagues jump on those if that's a good time.
Hi, everyone. As Julie and Linda and Tom mentioned, my name is Emily Philpott. And in addition to being the instructional leader of Virtual Saints, I will also be teaching 2 courses this summer. So I'm really excited about that. We did have a question. Someone asked if these courses count towards your GPA. And yes, they can if you take them for credit. And so that is a benefit of the summer courses. So in the next few slides, we hope to give you a glimpse of what the student experience will be like in Virtual Saints. Virtual Saints courses are designed with the student's experience in mind. Daily interactions and activities enable students to successfully complete a full year course in 6 weeks. So let's begin with the schedule. The courses are designed around weekly units of study. The weekly plan will be made available on Saturday, and then all assignments for that week will be due by Friday, if not before. And while nothing will be due on the weekend, students might want to use that time to get a jump start on their work. They can expect to spend approximately 20 to 25 hours per week on the course, including both synchronous and asynchronous assignments. And there is time built in each week for students to receive individual help and guidance from teachers. So what will learning look like in a Virtual Saints course? What types of activities will students engage in, and how might they collaborate with their peers? How will teachers use the real-time meetings, and what types of learning tasks will students be asked to do in their own time? So in this next slide, we are going to give you a snapshot of a single day in 3 different courses. So you can see that in the Global Voices course, the synchronous meeting time on this day will be used for small group brainstorm sessions for the research paper topics, followed by share-outs for the entire class. For their individual work, they will be asked to post to a discussion blog, work on their paper while the teacher edits in real time, and complete some individual readings. So then you'll see an example from the Honors Algebra 2 course. The real-time class meeting on this day will be used for working problems in small groups, and then time to discuss challenges as a whole group. Technology, such as Explain Everything and Flipgrid, will be used for extension activities, as well as self-reflection videos. A mastery assessment and individual help during office hours will complete that day. In the example from psychology, students will come together to discuss how psychology concepts relate to the current COVID-19 pandemic, and will have time to receive individual feedback on their last assessments. Students then will have some choice in how they apply what they have learned about motivation. We'll watch some videos in Edpuzzle with embedded questions and complete a video post to a discussion thread. As you can see, there are many high interest and engaging learning tasks across all these disciplines that take advantage of teacher expertise and what we know represents best practices in online learning. So the Virtual Saints learning environment opens the door to many opportunities for students. And here are just a few that we want to highlight. The first is student choice. So these courses are designed to offer students some choice in what and how they learn. This could take the form of different learning pathways, a reading, a video, a screencast, or a variety of assessment options in which students get to choose the way they want to demonstrate mastery. There is also connection and collaboration built in. Students will engage in activities that ask them to respond to their peers' written and spoken work, meet with teachers individually for feedback, and perhaps even have a virtual discussion with a guest speaker. While students may be working from home, learning is still a social act in many ways. And lastly, creativity. So Virtual Saints teachers have not just taken a face-to-face course and moved it online. They have really reimagined what teaching and learning can and should look like. And students will experience these creative approaches on a daily basis and will also have the chance to employ their own creativity.
So throughout the Virtual Saints rollout, we've been fielding some thoughtful and interesting questions. We thought we could cover a few of them here, and then we'll open the floor for any other questions you may have.
Thanks, Linda. So one question that we thought up is, what if I have a busy schedule during the day? Can I work later at night or early in the morning? And the story is that as long as students attend the required real-time meetings, which will only be scheduled in a specific block of time, 9 to 11, I believe, or 1 to 3, the morning or the afternoon slots, then the rest of the work can really be completed anytime. Clear deadlines for all of the work will be posted each week, so of course you'll need to pay attention to when things are due. But really a big value of this experience, we think, is for students to start to learn how to kind of manage their time. When do I work best in the day? Should I get up early and get going? Do I work better later in the evening? And so this kind of flexibility and choice in when the work gets done is, I think, a particular benefit.
Another question we've been fielding is, will Virtual Saints courses in math and language prepare me for the next level in the fall? And the quick answer is yes. A student who successfully completes the Virtual Summer Saints coursework with an A in the course will be prepared for the next level in the fall. In addition, the teacher of the course, the leader of the department, upper school head, and the student support services team will collaborate to ensure proper academic placement.
Are Virtual Saints courses as rigorous as full year courses? And the answer is yes. Students can expect to experience the same high standards and authentic engagement in content that they would find in a traditional St. Andrews class.
Can I take more than one virtual class this summer? Well, because we anticipate each course to involve 20 to 25 hours of weekly work, both synchronously, that is face-to-face with your classmates, and also asynchronously, which is on your own work time, taking more than one Virtual Saints course in the summer would place undue stress on our students. Therefore, during a single Virtual Saints session, students may sign up for one year-long course or 2 semester courses.
Can I do summer athletic workouts and take a Virtual Saints course? And yes, because these classes are not bound to a physical classroom space, you can attend class from anywhere, and teachers and coaches will work together to ensure that you can participate in both Virtual Saints courses and athletic workouts.
How many students need to be enrolled for a class to run? 6 students is the current minimum for a Virtual Saints class. And if a course doesn't have enough enrollment, parents will be notified and all money returned. Do note that all payment for courses are due on the first day of class. So if you do really want a class to get in full enrollment, bring all your friends, tell all your friends about how great that class is going to be, and make sure that we can offer it.
Thanks, Julie. Right, we've gone through a lot of information in a very short time. Please note that we will be posting the recording of this meeting along with the PowerPoint on our Virtual Saints page for you to refer to at your convenience. We've got a couple questions in our chat box that we probably need to take care of right now. One question here is, will there be a final exam? And the answer for that is it's really kind of up to the teacher, but because our courses are so compressed, there really isn't a lot of time for students to dilly-dally or get behind, and if they do, it becomes evident very, very quickly, and our teachers are very aware that their time needs to be spent following the kids and making sure to facilitate their success in the class. So as far as will there be an exam, I don't know that that's an easy answer that I can give you, but please do note that the teachers are very interested in making sure that your students have the best experience possible.
We could probably connect if you're interested. If you reach out to us, we would be happy to connect you with the faculty member teaching that course, and we could get some more specifics, but definitely lots of assessments, right? Lots of both informal assessments and more formal kinds of assessments as well.
I see a question about the length of daily lecture time and how much time will a student be expected to work independently. And There is a block of time for each course, whether it's a morning course, which is 9 to 11, or an afternoon course from 1 to 3 Central Time, where students can expect to have synchronous class meetings, but those 2 hours it will not be a full 2 hours of lecture every day. So there will be different activities happening in that 2-hour window. Sometimes it might be individual meetings with the teacher. Sometimes it might be a 30-minute activity, and then students can go work on an assignment. It might be small group work. So that depends on the day and on the course. And in terms of how much time to expect to work independently, you should expect about 20 to 25 hours per week, so spread over all the days of the week. So it is a significant workload because if it's a full year course, you're doing that in 6 weeks. But again, students have the flexibility to plan their schedules, and they'll have that information on the weekend prior to the week, so they can really sit down and look at when they have time available to complete that work.
I also this is a good opportunity to mention that real-time class won't be fully lecture-based. And it may be that on a day, a faculty member does decide, I want to do a live 15-minute PowerPoint with some interaction built in. But often what we found in online learning and teaching is lectures are best recorded ahead of time using some sort of screencast. And then what's great about that is students can review that lecture at the speed that they need to. They can rewind. If they're confused, they can go back and watch it again as they're filling out the worksheet or as they're studying for the test. So it's strange, right, to reimagine, like, what does education look like in a virtual class? But we're really excited about using those real-time opportunities to foster community and interaction, and not just have a professor or a faculty member lecture at you as well. But I think that question's on point, because that's the real life, right? What is this going to look like for my student?
One of our best advocates has been Julia Chadwick, who has been really instrumental in getting this program off the ground. And I see that she's joined us here. Julia, would you like to say just a word or two about Virtual Saints and about how students can benefit? I think you're muted.
Yeah, okay. I love this. It's real life. I think our students are going to be dealing with this for their whole lives and work. I have a grandson in New York who has been online since the 1st of March because all of his work is done from his apartment. It builds resilience. It helps students learn time management. And also, what I love is the creativity. It gives some room for creativity. And we have really, fortunately, I think, did a good job going online, and we learned all the things to do and not do. And so we've taken all of that and dealing with these 3 wonderful women who are so knowledgeable in this. I'm so excited about this program for our students. And honestly, the summer is up in the air, and students really need to have something to do. And so I think this is a great opportunity, and it's a great opportunity to knock something out and take another course that you want to take next year. So it just gives lots of opportunities. So I'm really excited that as I leave St. Andrews, this is in place for the future, because it's so awesome, and I'm so excited about it.
Well, thank you, Julia. That's really wonderful, a wonderful testimonial. And that's how we feel too. We are thrilled to be part of this team and thrilled to be able to offer a reimagination of a St. Andrews experience, and also to open it to the wider public. I mean, it fulfills our mission in so many ways, and our vision as well. So if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to turn this back over to Tom Shepard.
All right, thanks, Linda, and thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We got a small glimpse into the group of educators who I am humbled to spend my days with as they push us forward and make us better every day. And as we continue to imagine what education can be like in all of its many shapes and forms. So if you have questions, want to follow up, all of our contact information is on the website, virtualsaints.org. We look forward to seeing you this summer and hope you have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.